Once the adhesive is hardened, we can remove the clamps and the blocks can be tapped off. Any remaining adhesive can now be pared away with the use of a chisel prior to sanding the joint. We are now ready to finish the joint. The first part of this is belt sand the joint level. When sanding, you should be careful not to over-sand in one particular area, so it's important to keep the machine moving over the whole of the jointed area until the excess adhesive is removed and the joint is level. In order to bring the finish of the jointed area to match that of the rest of the surface, we now use a random orbital sander and various papers, starting with 100 grit, then 120 grit, then 220 grit. It is essential that prior to changing to a finer grit, that the scratches from the previous paper are removed again, being careful, however, not to over-sand. We finally finish off with the red and grey nylon pads to complete the finish. The excess adhesive on the internal corners can be pared out with a chisel and sanded out using the same process by hand as has been used for the surface. The worktops should be securely fixed down using the fixing bracket supplied. Any holes through carcass rails should be first pilot holed and screws applied with washers to enable any expansion and contraction.